started sailing as a kid, maybe 7 or 8 years old.
I first got on a boat when I was 2 years old.
I had a little Boston whaler, a little 13-footer when I was 12 years old.
I got into it one summer with my mom.
You know, I saw some guy standing on a board once, so we borrowed the board from him, and ever since then I fell in love with it.
My mom used to go on the boat when she was pregnant with me, so I've been on the boat my whole life.
I think I'm on the water at least 200 days a year.
200 plus days.
I'm probably on the water around 360 days a year.
We're out just about every single day.
I'm on the water just about 365 days a year.
The thing I like most about being on a boat is its calmness, its serenity, its freedom.
It's relaxing, just you know, being on the board, being strapped up, and you know, knowing that I'm going to go out there and have fun. You know, this sport, you're jumping in the air, you're doing flips, you know, you're doing twists and stuff like that. Wakeboarding's awesome.
You know, what keeps you going every day is the customers and showing them a great time, catching them their first fish, catching them their biggest fish. And then the rod bends over and the line comes screaming off and their excitement level is high, and that's what drives us every day.
Nice, Judah. Good job.
But it's just a way of life. It just sort of gets in your blood. Your blood, I guess, gets a little salty.
When the saltwater and sunlight come together, they are a terrible force to be reckoned with.
Our equipment just gets destroyed. We get new boats every 3 or 4 months. We have to buy the best that we can buy just because we use it so much.
It starts to take the finish off of boats. It'll start to fade life jackets, paddles.
Waxing has to be done all the time. Seats have to be covered. Bimini tops have to be changed.
I think one of the things that's really neat about the sport of sailing is that, at least for people that love gear, it's a gear-specific sport. It's the kind of sport where you've got to have the right stuff to have the best experience. There are no bad weather days, there's only bad gear.
You know, as a sport fishing captain, you know, this seat right here is just to keep us from rolling off the boat. We're always on our feet. And it's not like walking on land. You know, this boat's pitching and rolling. We're fighting a fish, we're backing into it, we're rolling sideways to it. And, you know, the seas are coming up and down, some days 6 and 8 feet.
It's getting out of the boat. That's the bad part about having bare feet, because you can't really get the shoes on and then get out of the boat. It's a little more difficult.
There is a vibration through the whole boat, and you feel it, you know, in your body. When we hold the steering wheel, we feel it. So yeah, definitely a pair of shoes becomes your isolator.
Generally when I'm sailing, I wear more sailing-specific shoes. What I look for in a shoe is something that's quick to dry. They need to be fashionable. They have to have great traction and be comfortable. Just wearing them all day long out on the water.
The main thing is just a lightweight shoe that can withstand water. You know, a cool design. You know.
Something that would have good arch support. Something that would be wide for stability and obvious traction.
It would have to be something that you can wear without socks, something that's fairly thin, and something that your feet can breathe in. Preferably a light color, just because you don't want it to scratch or mar the edge of the boat.
You can't beat the elements, so you have to find a way to work with them, and your gear has to work with you to accomplish that goal.